Welcome back to MLG Anaheim. I'm Fwiz alongside Hastro. We just saw a pretty good game here. Faze and Termination kind of going back and forth with one another. Faze looked really good in their first hardpoint game. That search and destroy game was crazy on Meltdown there with Chaotic towards the end. It went into overtime. And I think we need to pull up the NOS replay.
Oh, absolutely. That was a huge play. And here you're going to see Chaotic with that RC car. He's going to spot one here, but Flak Jacket stops it. But Chaotic not done yet. He still has a Hellstorm and a Lightning Strike. And he's going to sit up top here, calling that Hellstorm. And yet again, not going to connect. But he has one more try, and third time's a charm with that Lightning Strike. He spots Heist right here. He does get Heist, and then he gets Imbos. So he saves that Lightning Strike, and what happens in that next round, Fwiz?
Oh, it just keeps getting better for Chaotic. Then they go to this overtime round, and like you said, only has this Lightning Strike left. He ends up pulling it. They're all on A. He's got to get it through that roof and in the nooks, man. Picks up a two-piece right there, moves up, and says, that's it. Make it a three-piece and an overtime search and destroy. Picks up a big win. I think that coach,
their coach was hyped.
Literally just hit someone in the head, mildly concussed one of the players. But
that's why they
okay.
lost the CTF, right?
And that's probably why they lost CTF. But now, we're game number 4 here. It's going to be Slums Hardpoint. These guys are still jazzed up. The last time Hardpoint was played, though, Faze destroyed this Termination squad. So they're going to have to step it up here if they don't want Faze to shut them out 3-1.
Yeah, and that NOS replay, that was the play that set this crowd off. That's the loudest we've heard them here in Anaheim so far. The opening ceremony was nuts, too. This crowd here, if you're just tuning in, the crowd at MLG Anaheim is massive. I love it. They're so loud. And you know what? We're just getting started. It's only day 1 here at MLG Anaheim, Friday night. And if you're just tuning in again, Faze versus Termination is what you're watching right now. Faze has the 2-1 series
And
lead.
you know what matches up after this one?
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Evil, it does not get any better for a Friday night.
Optic Gaming versus Evil, man.
Optic Gaming is going to be facing off against Evil coming up right after this match. That is going to be a massive, massive, massive game with a lot of implications.
A lot of implications, right.
Champion bracket, winners round 1. But before that, we're going to go on and finish this match off. We're moving on to a Slums hardpoint here between Faze and Termination. Now, that first hardpoint was pretty much straight up in Faze's favor. They definitely played it extremely well. And now we're going to be on board with Termination to see if they can actually thwart off Faze in a hardpoint game type.
And Termination's going to be first movers on that hardpoint, immediately contested. Nice pickup by Decay. He got the hardpoint capture and a kill there, so he's already actually working towards some streaks. Gets taken out there, no good. But nice start for Termination. They're getting the hardpoint time, and now Faze at the hands of Heist are going to take it back over.
Yeah, DZ has to be really careful right here. He wants to try and maintain the spawn for his team, and he gets shut down. And now Faze, no, actually DZ does get the spawn back, and you see his teammate pick that up. Who was that? A very heads-up play by Conquer. Conquer actually moved in to maintain that spawn for his team and made a huge play for Termination. So now Faze does rack up a little bit more time, but Termination not out of it just yet. Coming right back in on this first hard point, and we're going to see who gets the nice rotation here.
As we're in the eyes of Conquer, who's trying to make things happen, we'll switch over to DZ. Oh, never mind. DZ got taken out there, so Chaotic, the man of the hour, he too gets taken out. So Termination struggling a little bit. Such a close game, 21-20. They finally take it over. Decay, DZ, and Chaotic get the hard point, and the crowd gets rowdy.
At League of Legends.
But that took it over.
But here we go, Conquer on a 3-kill spree. He is doing a great job holding the anchor position here. Now Termination is going to get a huge lead here if Faze does not shut down Conquer, and Conquer still giving his teammates those spawns. There is one player for Faze in that hard point, but he gets taken out, and now Faze forced to retreat. Only one player pushed up, and he gets shut down. That was Methods. So Faze now on their heels. They're going to have to maintain some control of this next hard point. And you know what? 25 seconds still left for Termination to rack it up. I feel like Faze gave up way too early on it, and Conquer is about to bust out his score streaks here. He's on a 6-kill spree.
Yeah, Conquer's really close. I mean, if he sneezes on a player, he's going to get his Hellstorm. So he's making moves here. Sees somebody, picks it up, and that's going to earn him his Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. He's going for that Sentry Gun now. There it is, right in front of him. If he can connect with his kill, picks it up. Nice on Heist. Almost picks up the 2-piece, but I do believe, yeah, he got his Sentry Gun. So he's in a good place with all of the streaks here. And just Termination, this is not how they were playing hardpoint the first game. They've turned it around big time on Faze.
Absolutely. Now 3 Faze players down in the feed. They do get a blue spawn. There's going to be a huge gunfight right here coming up. Wiz, there's one for DZ. Can he pick up another? Hellstorm comes in. It connects, takes out one Faze player. Now Faze having to make an aggressive push over from blue. This is a huge hard point here if Wiz can change all the momentum of the game. Faze looks like they're coming out on top. EMP's flying everywhere. And now you see Faze does get control. Wiz, that was a massive play.
That was a really brutal battle for that hard point. Now with only 14 seconds left, it's going to be Faze picking up the rest of that time there at replays, but he gets taken out, so they were still fighting for it, and Termination actually is going to get the rest of the garbage time in that hard point. So 74-60, a 15-point lead for this young squad in Termination.
This is a very close game early on, and now Chaotic's going to move on in, get some points there for picking up the hard point, and let's see, can he make some magic happen inside the garage? No, he can't. Imbo shuts him down. Now Imbo's with control. Faze still not getting favorable spawns. Termination's going to be flooding into the back of that garage, and Imbo's goes down. Now Chaotic inside with Decay. Termination doing a great job maintaining spawns, Quiz.
Absolutely here, so sticking on board with Chaotic, holding it down. Finally contested. He's going to look around. It's replays. Picks up one, but I believe there's Heist in there as well, contesting this hard point back and forth, and now they're going to flank on Chaotic, take it over, and it's Heist and Embos that take over the hard point. They're going to get some points on the board with 17 seconds left. They can hold it down. They can take the lead here from Termination.
Without a doubt. Now, so Faze doing a great job using their teamwork right here. They have 3 players inside the garage. They're like, no way, we're going to get these points. We're going to take the lead here, moving on to the next hard point, but only about a 2-point difference between these 2 teams. And there you see Termination with the early control. Can they lock this down? Embos goes down to DZ. Now DZ trying to pick up this player who's contesting the hard point. Where is he? DZ looking around, can't find him.
We've lost.
Frantically looking around to find him.
He gets shut down.
Yeah, he did get shut down. That was so close because he got 325 points there. It was doing something good for him. As we switch over with Heist, he's got the Hellstorm and Lightning Strike still. Jumping around, gets taken out as well, but Methods is actually still in the hard point, and now they're racking up those points. So Faze, after a very rough start, has taken the lead and looking to solidify that more with 23 seconds left in the hard point.
Yeah, now Method's doing a great job maintaining control here with his team. Just staying in that hard point, racking up that time, and Faze now seems to have all of the momentum. But let's see where Termination is on the map. See, oh man, they let that spawn go. They thought that they were locking it down, but Faze just made a huge push on the street, and now Methods is the last alive here. He actually, inside that hard point, he takes him out. Now Faze making a great push here. It looks like they're gonna pin in Termination, and look at that perfect rotation by Faze Clan. Absolutely decimating Termination, just outplaying them, outsmarting them, and now Faze in great control of this bottom hard point.
And making it look easy now, up 138-92. Methods picks up a 2-piece with his Hellstorm, knocking out both DZ and Decay, and it's going to be replays that's holding down that hard point. 34 seconds left in the hard point. They're racking them up as replays just takes out Decay. So Faze, they definitely are coming alive here after a very slow start.
Yeah, and that was a huge momentum swing, really started by Methods for Faze. Great job by him, and now Replays is on a 5-kill spree. If he picks up one more, he gets his streaks, but no, Conquer says, no Replays, you're not getting those streaks, buddy.
That was
gonna make sure that we stay in this game. So
yep.
Termination now is gonna have to make a good rotation. Look at this, Wiz. We do have DZ here being so sneaky. He does get stunned though.
No, they caught him.
So Faze knows he's there. They're going to go ahead and pinch him from both sides. Look at that, man. Faze playing super smart Call of Duty. That is an amazing play. Very heads up veteran play by those Faze players. They know he's inside that laundry room. Don't just challenge him one at a time. Pinch him from both sides. Great job by Faze.
They terminated him, didn't they? That was just my lane run burgundy pun.
Yeah, that was a really bad joke, but it's okay.
As we're on board here with Methods, he's got his Lightning Strike here. Smoke is in the air. They've got the hard point. It's 184-107. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock, and they are getting a lot of quality time in this hard point. Finally denied there by Embos' grenade. It actually, Embos took out his own team there, and then you see Heist that picks up a 3-piece there. Two of them with his Lightning Strike, the other one with his SMG.
And now Termination has to start playing much more aggressive, but they do get the spawns here, Fwiz. They do have the garage spawn controlled with an anchor there at the well, but he actually pushed up, and now Faze forcing the Termination spawns out. This is bad news for Termination. They have to try and keep this player alive. Inside the laundry room is Decay. He takes out one, but then he gets smoked, so Faze now again with a perfect rotation onto that next hard point spawn, and Decay in a lot of trouble with his teammates' Termination.
Yeah, so 45 seconds they have in this hard point. Faze has got it pretty well locked down. They're getting a ton of points. They could actually win the game in this hard point if Termination cannot get them off. Faze just drops 3 Termination players, causing them to reset and spawns. You got Replays, almost picks up a 2-piece there, so it is looking very, very bad for this Termination team as they're facing being sent to the losers bracket. Faze moving forward. Time is dwindling down. Only a couple seconds left for them. You know, it's 2:40. They need 10 more points to close it up. They can do it in this hard point. Replays and Embos setting up that perimeter as well as Heist. They've got this one locked down. Conquer's going to come in, take Heist out, and now Replays has to battle out. So at 2:49 to 1:24, Termination not giving up quite yet.
Yeah, and you know what? There it is. 1 point needed for the win. And Faze closes it out. Round of applause from the crowd here in Anaheim. And there you see Faze on your screen coming away with the 3-1 victory. But oh, they had a scare there in that search and destroy
and
where Chaotic went big.
Game.
But the CTF was a 2-1 victory. But the hard points is definitely where they were had their strengths. Yep. The hard points, they kind of blew Termination out of the water. So there you have it. Faze moving on in the winner bracket of our championship bracket. And you know what? Big time matchup coming up next.
Yeah, so as Faze takes out Termination, sending Termination to the losers bracket, we've got a big matchup coming up next. You don't want to go anywhere. It's going to be Optic Gaming versus Team Evil coming up here next. So what do you think of that match?
You know, I'm not going to be casting up here in the booth. I
no,
believe,
you won't. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give you the knowledge. It's going to be Puckett and Benson, 2 nice blokes here. They're going to be taking care of business to close out the night with Optic Gaming versus Icons Evil. So that should be a really, really good matchup. We're going to set it down to the floor. Puckett is standing with Replays from Faze.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with Replays, the vocal leader of this Faze squad. Replays, since playing with VVV, where you finished 3rd back in Dallas, you have a brand new team. You're playing with Embos and Methods, formerly of SOAR, and you're playing with Heist for the first time. Not only have you changed up your play style, but it seems like you're having a little bit more fun this tournament. What do you think of that matchup?
I mean, it was a great match overall. They definitely surprised us in the S&D. That kid got a nice 3-piece. That was awesome. But, I mean, we definitely played well. I was proud of our performance.
And who was going big for you guys? Because Chaotic, of course, he had the play of the match for sure with that 3-piece in round 11. But you guys all had some spectacular plays of your own. If you had an MVP from your team in this match, who would you give it to?
I mean, we all played good. I don't believe in MVPs. It's everyone like does their part in their team. So, I mean, we all played good. Every single one of us.
Well, the bracket's going to get tougher from here. Of course, we got to wait and see who comes out of the open bracket tomorrow morning. How you guys feeling going into round 2 now?
Feeling great. I mean, I think we can beat anyone in this tournament if we play well.
All right, and my final question for you, Replays. First of all, great performance. That was awesome watching it. But Optic and Evil is coming up next. Who takes it? What's the series score?
I mean, I'd like to see Evil win, even though, like, I was on their team, I got dropped, but I'd still like to see them win. They're all my boys, so I'm rooting for Evil.
Replays is calling Evil, guys. Anaheim, who are you calling? Few Optic fans in here, apparently. All right, guys, Optic Gaming Evil is coming up next, and right after this, we're going to have an update from the open bracket for all of the Europeans who are staying up late. Epsilon Prophecy still alive. We'll give you the details after